Thank you. My name's Lauren Piccini. I am founder of Girl on Top of the World. And about 5 years ago, I took my mom's catapult course. It was soon after I graduated from college. Really had no clue what I wanted to do. I did a lot of internships with marketing, learned a bunch of things, but I had absolutely no idea. So through my mom's course, I was able to connect with a vision that I never really knew that I had, which was really amazing. She made me plan out my 1 year, my 3 year, my 5 year. And part of my 5 year goal was moving to New York City, and I had a vision to use my writing skills and create a digital magazine for women in their 20s. At that time, I was 22, so I was still kind of figuring everything out. I knew I had that vision. I wrote it all down, figured out a plan to get there, but felt like I ignored it a little bit probably because I was scared. I really was terrified. It was a vision so big I didn't think I'd be able to accomplish it. So while I was ignoring that vision, I decided to go down the traditional route. I got a 9 to 5 job, benefits. I had pretty much knew exactly what was going to happen every single day. Really freaking boring. So after a few years of that, I was so fed up with the way my life was turning, or the way that it was going, that I was forced to reconnect with that vision I had a few years ago in my mom's catapult course. So I gave my notice at my job. It was right before the holidays. I knew that had I stayed, I would have gotten a really nice holiday bonus. But I didn't even care about the bonus. I just couldn't do it anyway. To get out of there, I knew I was at my limit. So I decided to pursue my dream, going to New York. So I started waitressing just so I could save up as much money as I can in like those 6 months that I planned to move. I was planning with one of my girlfriends. She had been living there for a few years, and it's like, my lease is up in May. I need a new roommate, I need a new apartment. And my car lease just happened to be up that same exact week. She needed an apartment. So it was like, perfect timing. So about 8 months of planning. In New York, when you go to get an apartment, you pretty much buy an apartment and then move in the next day. It's a really short process. It's really scary, especially when you're planning to move from another state. It happens in the blink of an eye. So my friend just kept telling me, stop stressing, and we'll find a place, and then it all happened. So the day we are supposed to go look at apartments, she falls off the face of the earth. So I'm like, okay. Wait a few days, she finally reaches out to me, and she said that she's going to get a studio by herself, and she doesn't want to live together. So my dreams were crushed. I went into panic mode. I think I sat in my bed for an entire 24 hours and cried because I thought my dream I was looking forward to and planning for so many months just went away. So instead of sitting there and sulking, I decided to open up my laptop. I opened up Craigslist. That's how people find apartments in the city. People sublet certain rooms, so you can move into an apartment with like 2 other girls and they have an extra room available. You can jump right in. You don't have to be on a lease. So I also started applying for waitressing jobs because that's super easy. It's a good starting point. And I was on Craigslist about all day. A few days later, it was a Thursday. I went into the city. I had a bunch of job interviews lined up. They hired me at every single place, and I got an email from these girls. I didn't even know. I sent them my info, inquiring about their apartment, and they emailed me back. And I was looking at the apartment, like, oh my gosh, this is beautiful. I don't even remember like talking to them about it. So I went and I looked at the apartment. This is my first time really using public transportation to go all the way to Brooklyn. Never been to Brooklyn before. And I got there. It's like, this is perfect. It was beautiful. It was brandly new renovated. It had hardwood floors, granite countertops, stainless steel appliances. I was like, this is it. And I just remember going home that day, traveling back to Connecticut, and on my way to the train station, I sat on the steps in front of the New York Public Library. I just sat there, and I think I was in shock, because I didn't think that my whole dream, it fell apart and then came together in 12 hours, which was really amazing. See, where am I? So there's this quote that I repeat to myself all the time because I'm a planner. I like having every single thing planned out. And the quote is, the goal is to be clear about your vision and flexible about the journey. So what I learned was when I was looking for apartments with one of my girlfriends, we were looking at places in the Upper East Side, rent probably $1,800 a month for a room that's like 10 by 10. Not really feasible for a 25-year-old who's waitressing in New York. And then I ended up finding this amazing apartment that was probably half of that and a lot nicer, a lot bigger. So everything worked out for a reason, and the universe presented me with something better than I had even expected. And I moved totally by myself. That experience was not easy at all. There were lots of self-growth involved. I had to navigate the city, public transportation, going back and forth to work, finding a grocery store, pharmacy, any little small things you're so accustomed to that you just have to find all new places, new friends, new job, a lot of adjusting. But that whole experience helped me to reclaim my power and step into the role of Girl on Top of the World, which is my blog. And with that, my goal is to help other women my age access their vision and to just go with it, not ignore it, not go for it 3 years later, but right now.